But this is crazy. The Xbox is dead. The Xbox machine, like the whole like, oh, it's Forza Horizon's coming to PlayStation. Why? I don't know. We don't need Forza Horizon. We have Gran Turismo. Like fuck Forza. Forza is a piece of shit game compared to Gran Turismo. But yeah, it's coming to the what's the PS5? That's trending also. Everybody's losing their minds over fucking years later. The Xbox countless Game Pass renewals. This is how they repay us. Forza Horizon 5 because of PS5 Ultimate Betrayal. Oh no. Alucard. Oh no. I just obliterated my Xbox to the hair. Microsoft, no exclusivities left, no identity, nothing PlayStation 1 screen. No shit. We've been telling you this for like 5 years now. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's funny just to like nah, no way in hell. Gran Turismo is way better than Forza by 10 times, tenfold is way better than Forza. I will fight to death. Like fucking like Gran Turismo has a VR mode that is like one of the coolest things ever. Oh my god, new phone, very loud. Need to turn everything down. Holy shit. Um, yeah, yeah, it's for sure fucking um it's just funny. That's just funny seeing that everybody's melting down over this. I think okay, like 5 6 hours ago. Ooh, oof, man, Xbox dead. That's pretty rough. Oh, the PlayStation monthly games. Yes. So there was something to talk about in this. PlayStation monthly games, Payday 3, which is supposedly a dead game coming. Let me was it F11? F11, right? Yeah, full screen. There we go. So yeah, Payday 3, High on Life, Pac-Man World Repack. High on Life was all right at best. It wasn't exactly great. Again, all right at best. Pac-Man, don't really care about Pac-Man so much. There was something else in here though. What the hell? Last right. Okay, so the PS4 is finally getting phased out. This is actually some pretty big news. So, as many of our players are currently playing on PS5 and have shifted towards redeeming and accessing PS5 titles from the monthly games and game catalog benefit, PlayStation Plus is also evolving with this trend and will focus offering PS5 titles through monthly and catalog starting January 2026. So you got like 10 months left to get PS4 games for free. As we shift to PS5, PS4 games will no longer be a key benefit and will only be occasionally offered in PlayStation monthly games and the game catalog starting January 2026. If you haven't upgraded to a PS5 by now, it's about time. Just do it. Like it's about time to. I'm wearing an old retro PlayStation guy's shirt. I'm telling you, it's time to move to the new hardware. It just is. Hold on 1 second here. We will be getting to Sniper Elite very soon, but there was a couple things just to go over. So for game catalog, PS4 games will still be available to play until it leaves the catalog as part of our monthly refresh. Continue evolving the experience PlayStation Plus optimize and benefits you receive, including exclusive discounts online. As we shift our focus to PS5, we look forward to adding new PS5 titles monthly for you to enjoy. Finally, PlayStation. So we actually have a new CEO overall of PlayStation. I don't know. Did they make the announcement on the official website itself? Yeah, Spider-Man 2 is also available on PC today. As soon as I can get hands on with it, I'll try and check it out. It'd be very cool. I mean, Spider-Man is probably one of the most modded things. PS5 Pro is also trending. People are just going to what? PS5 Pro is a scam. Here's the problem with that. This is PC if you look right up here. Learn how to read, people. Is it hoping PS5 in hand? No, Xbox isn't pouring its console exclusive to PlayStation. It's just hard hopium from fanboys. This is why we don't listen to Jez Corden, because he's not right. And the only time he's actually right is if he does like a blanket statement that is so fucking just out. It's such a blanket statement for the whole industry where it's just like, see, I told you, I'm an inside leaker, I'm a rumor mill guy, I got this. Doom on the PS5 Pro. Ah, man. Halo, Gears, Forza all along that they can play them on the PS5 Pro. Not really. I've always said Halo's kind of overrated. Gears, I think if there's one game from Xbox that I'd be actually kind of interested in seeing come over to the PlayStation, I've always said this. It's Gears of War. Gears of War is probably the best thing that Xbox has ever made. In my book, it's better than Halo. Halo is just kind of a Mass Effect ripoff. Gears was its own thing. It did so many. So Gears does what a lot of PlayStation titles do, and every single character has a major backstory, the full-on universe aspect of it, and all the character stories intertwining together to make up this whole giant adventure and everything. I mean, they've had cinematic moments in it. There's big gameplay moments in it. I really don't care for horde mode whatsoever at all, but it did add that it made a whole game mode that a lot of games end up using. Some dumb shit. Okay, here we are. Nishino has now been appointed at PlayStation. Yeah, CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment PlayStation, effective April 1st. So Herman Hultz is he has been demoted. Oops. So Jim Ryan wasn't the reason why we had games as a service on the PlayStation. A lot of people are trying to say that, and it's like, no, it's fucking Jim Ryan was literally just there was development studios that were coming to him with these ideas of, hey, we have a games as a service game, and he's like, okay, well that. In all honesty, I haven't done enough research behind the scenes of like how much it costs them to get a games as a service on there. I want to say it's probably cheaper than a big cinematic AAA big budget game and everything. But yeah, it's very interesting to see that. So Herman Hulse is still there. He is head of PlayStation Studios. Then Nishimo is head of everything Sony Interactive overall. So what you're essentially seeing is Herman Hultz, if there's an idea for a PlayStation game, Herman Hultz goes and checks it out and sees like, or Herman Hultz, sorry, I think I was saying Hers, I don't know. Anyways, Herman is actually super good at getting very good projects greenlit for PlayStation Studios. I really don't fucking care for Hellbreakers or Helldivers 2 at all. I can't remember the name of it. But Herman is the reason why Helldivers 2 is a thing. He's the reason why, let's see here. I'm trying to think, like The Last of Us Part 2, I do believe was underneath Herman. God of War Ragnarok, like all these games that are, like PlayStation Studios exclusives and all that stuff. Herman is the guy behind the scenes of a lot of like, yeah, we really need to make this project. And then Nishino, he's kind of the hardware and whatnot. So like Mark Cerny's boss, and so Mark Cerny is hardware. Herman is PlayStation Studios for the game development side of things, and Nishino is making sure that everybody is kind of getting everything done, working together. Studios are talking back and forth and all that stuff. And then Totoki is the one who, of course, owns Sony. So, yeah, it's hopefully we just see good things coming out of this lineup going forward. And yeah, we'll see going forward over this next year. This is the lineup that will be launching the PlayStation 6. Also, I will say that right now, like. like Nishino is going to be the one that goes out there for like Summer Games Fest or a PlayStation State of Play or something. Like normally we would see Herman. Now you're going to be seeing Nishino go out, out on the press conference, and be like, hey, check out these titles or whatever, or check out this new machine and all that. Again, we'll see what exactly happens. I wouldn't even say it's a demotion for Herman either. I would say it's just he's more in his comfort zone to being able to look over the game studios. He is a game developer by trade. He's not so much the business side. He's more of the let's make cool shit happen side of things. So, yeah, I think we have just a lot of good stuff happening right now. That is super funny seeing that though. Forza coming over to PlayStation, even though I don't really care for Forza. Yeah. Oh, this is another one too, which is interesting. So, talking about Helldivers 2, everybody was throwing that big major fit that you have to have a PlayStation account on the PC to be able to play your PlayStation Studios titles. Well, Marvel Spider-Man 2 Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered, Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and God of War Ragnarok to offer in-game content unlocks for users with PlayStation Network accounts. Starting with tomorrow's release of Spider-Man 2 for PC, that's tonight, that's happened. We're working to add more benefits to players with an account for the network. So if you own any three of the four now of the big major titles, early unlock suit Spider-Man 2099 black suit and the Miles Morales 2099 suit. That's cool. Gain access to the armor of the Black Bear set for Kratos. First lost items chest in the realm between realms. Okay. Previously only accessible in New Game Plus run and a resource bundle 500 so XP. Gotcha. 50 points to activate bonus. 50 points to activate bonus features and unlock extras. Oh, that's actually really cool. So normally you have to go through a couple chapters to get that. Jordan's jacket from Intergalactic to Heretic. Okay. All right. I mean, it's bound to happen. That game gets put in rotation of Naughty Dog stuff. I still really don't care for it. I think Intergalactic, I'm going to need to get hands on with that game to actually get my attention on it because, man, that main character throws me out. It's the same thing. I just played through Forspoken, got all the way through Forspoken, and the main character almost the whole way through, Faye, is so fucking annoying. The Cuff was a better character and he turned out to be the bad guy, but then again, the whole thing was essentially Forspoken is like, you know what? Maybe I'll save TLDR. Forspoken for me, the whole premise of it was just like women try and rule this alternate reality. Women fuck up. Then basically this evil angel dude comes along. He is super evil, corrupts their minds, turns them fucking crazy, and then Faye comes along, the black superhero, to the rescue and saves her. I'm like, man, I could just guess who wrote this. I could just guess. I think I know who wrote this. Let's see here. Gain access to Nora Valiant's outfit. Okay, that's cool. Game creators at PlayStation Studios will continue to work on bringing more benefits to players who sign up for a PlayStation Network account. By the way, it seems like DEI might be dying out in the gaming industry, a little bit by little bit. It'll take some time, but we're gonna see it little bit by little bit. BioWare. Let's talk about BioWare. With the recent layoffs, don't let BioWare off the hook. For nearly 2 decades, they shield employees who blah blah blah. Capitalism is not wide. Dragon Age. People call me delusion, but a game getting 1.5 million players should not be considered a failure. This is very much capitalism eating itself. People suffering for it. Just using buzzwords, I have zero understanding of how to throw blame for why this game failed. Stupidly large budget, multiple reboots, this divisive reception. There's some actual reason. EA BioWare is at fault. Okay, so there is. I was confirmed via Blue Sky personal accounts instead of officially mentioning them in their. It's just so stupid that people went over to Blue Sky. It really is, because all you're doing is like you're yelling into a void over there. That's the like Twitter is still 100 times bigger than fucking Blue Sky, and in one way I get like, okay, you don't want the political stuff on your timeline, so you go to Blue Sky or whatever, but then you're just getting like Democrat news feed, which is just again in a bubble. You might as well just go back to fucking Facebook at that point. But it really does suck that people went over to Blue Sky, start actually putting out messages about companies, and then you have no idea that anybody's saying anything. All it's doing is just dividing on getting the word out there. That's all you're doing. You're just dividing, and essentially you're censoring yourself, because the ones who do all the news feeds and everything, they go to Twitter, they go to X first thing of all. They don't go to Blue Sky to look shit up. The only reason why we know you're talking on Blue Sky is because it gets brought over to Twitter, and then we see it. Bingo. Yes, this was from yesterday. Okay, so BioWare, they release a updated message on what they got going on at the studios. Today, we are turning towards the future and preparing for the next chapter in BioWare's story. As we announced in August, we are changing how we build games to meet the needs of our upcoming projects and hold ourselves to highest quality standards. This is after Dragon Age failed so fucking dramatically. Now that Dragon Age Veilguard has released, a core team at BioWare is developing the next Mass Effect game. Under the leadership of veterans from the original trilogy, including Mike Gamble, Preston Wadham, I'm not even going to try that, Derek Watts, Parrish Lay, and others, in keeping with our fierce commitment to innovating during the development and delivery of Mass Effect, we have challenged ourselves to think deeply about delivering the best experience for our fans. We are taking this opportunity between full development cycles to reimagine how we work at BioWare. What I'm thinking is this whole statement is saying they're getting rid of DEI because it failed so fucking badly and it cost them so much money with Dragon Age Veilguard that they're like, no, we're not doing this again. Screw that. We're out. Given this stage of development, we don't require support from the full studio. Holy shit. So, what they're basically saying is we don't want the help of the Dragon Age developers messing up Mass Effect. I think the studio behind Mass Effect, again, if you're putting in this much detail on the cryptic messages and the every single detail that's going into every single one, like they give us a 10-second trailer and there's 1,000 different hints in there of like what the hell is going on with the next Mass Effect. They're really trying hard to make Mass Effect 5, 4, Andromeda 2, whatever the hell they're going to call it, to make that as good as it can possibly be. And they don't want outside interference breathing down the necks of these BioWare developers and being like, you shouldn't do that. You should add this into there. You need to have a trans person in the thing. You need to have this non-binary person in there. No. You can throw it in the background. It's there if you're looking for it. Maybe. But overall, no. People, it does not sell. It does not. And that's the thing. If it doesn't sell, Mass Effect goes away again. We don't want that to happen. All right, so today's news, we'll see BioWare becoming more agile, focused studio that produces unforgettable RPGs. We appreciate your support as we build a new future for BioWare. GM of BioWare. I think because we've had political shifts happen with the election, and we've seen DEI departments basically just be outlawed at this point because it's just terrible for every single company and every single government group and everything that they're connected to, that all these DEI hires are just getting shown the door. They're like, nah, your shit did not fly. And the vast majority of everyone, we've lost millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars. And you just pretty much bankrupted a whole series. It's going to be pretty sad the next Dragon Age, if they make another Dragon Age, because at this point, BioWare might just be a Mass Effect team at this point. Dragon Age Veilguard, just the scenes in there, and it's not even dudes playing it. I have seen grown-ass women play through scenes of Dragon Age Veilguard they get up to a point in there. I won't say names, but there is one person who popped up on my feed a couple times over again, and she gets up to a point where it was something about like the character is talking to another character, and this character says to this character, "Hey, aren't you? What's their stupid ass word that they? Aren't you ashamed to be a woman?" Essentially, is what they said, and it was like game pause. The grown ass woman that's playing it, she goes, "What? This is fucking nuts." She couldn't believe that they would actually say that into a game. And then she started making fun of it. And I'm just like, this is what's going to end up getting rid of all the DEI stuff, because now you have, it's not just the gamers that are, maybe not even so much quiet anymore, but it's not just the ones that have no YouTube channels and they're just blah, 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 online and everything. Now it's actually the ones with followings that are on the microphone, that are in front of the camera, and they're also making fun of this shit. If something turns into a joke, it's done. Especially if it's trying to be serious and it gets turned into a fucking meme, it's done. So yeah, this is very promising. This gives me very high hopes that the next Mass Effect. This is BioWare's stand. Gary McKay. I don't know exactly who that is. I don't follow 100% of BioWare's behind the scenes and everything. I'm picking up details of the next Mass Effect. I almost kind of am afraid to deep dive Mass Effect's development team and BioWare overall, because I kind of don't want to see the skeletons in the closet, because I just want Mass Effect to be good, and I just want to live in this world of hope that, my God, maybe my favorite franchise of all time can come back in a very strong way. After we just got the Legendary Edition, and I made a big ass video that's went slightly viral, and I feel like I helped spread the word around about Mass Effect being a very cool series. And there's been so many people now that the Legendary Edition has come out that have gone on the Shepard adventure, and they're just like, whoa, this was amazing. I skipped this series back in the day, and I just play it now, and it's awesome. I love seeing that. So basically, if they have some, so the way that Mass Effect always worked is there is at least one gay person on the ship. You can go up to them, you can romance them, no matter which gender you are, one of the two genders. Yes, there's only two of them, male, female. Yeah. I'm saying this on YouTube, I don't give a shit, but it's there if you want it to be there. If you're looking for that, it's there. If not, you become friends with them. There is not even really so much. There maybe is a hint at it if you deep dive their backstory. Vega is one of them, and I do believe Caden was one of them. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's your backstory. I don't give a shit. I'm over there flirting with Ashley. I'm over there flirting with Liara. I'm over there flirting with Miranda. That's fine. That right there is fine. I don't mind that. But if it's like, fucking say there's a transgender person on the next ship of the next Mass Effect, then they're like, how dare you don't use my my pronouns are this, that. And if you say something in the negative category of like, okay, whatever, then they're like, oh, I'm offended. Now we have a problem. Because now it's being thrown in your face. It's not there if I'm looking for it, but it's like, you don't want to throw it in people's face, because they're just going to go, you know what? Fuck you. They can just take that 30-second clip and they can plaster it all over the internet and be like, this game fucking sucks. Never buy it. Take it back to the store, refund it, and then boom, Mass Effect is dead. All it takes is one moment like that. That is just overkill on this statement that these people want to try and make. So, again, this whole statement is, I would say, a major step in the right direction. Just let the Mass Effect team do its thing. The Dragon Age team, hopefully they learned not to push things in people's faces. That, the majority of everyone don't want to see that we already see enough of it on the news and on social media and politics and especially movies and stuff like that. Yeah. Like, especially in a choose your own adventure game. It's a fucking choose your own adventure, for God's sakes. And you're gonna throw that. You're gonna throw that shit in our faces. Come on, come on. What the fuck? That goes against everything that the game stands for. The genre of RPG that BioWare is known for. It goes against all that stuff. So, anyways, yeah, I wanted to talk about this and just get that little bit of news thing out of the way.